What's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer. And we've got a fun one today, guys. So, hit the pause button, go use the restroom, grab your water, make sure the kids are taken care of, because we are looking at the Mezco exclusive, SDCC exclusive, Casey Jones. And as Tolkien once wrote, one does not simply review a Mezco, because you know there's a lot that goes into these. They put a lot of love into these, and we try to show them all that love. Including the box, which, dear lord, this is that Eastman style art. Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, this is a gorgeous box. How can I put it? I'm not a hardcore Casey Jones fan. But last Halloween, I did happen to go as Casey Jones for Halloween. I may have made one or two Casey Jones custom hockey masks after altering some NECA masks. I may own the NECA Casey Jones movie version, and also the NECA Casey Jones comic book version. So I kinda ended up getting this guy as well. I did not get the cartoon one because I just always found that one silly. I just have always liked the concept of Casey Jones. Sadly, I do not have the Mezco Turtles to go with this, because dang it, when they first came out for that pre-order, they were still over $400, and I did not have that money on hand. Though, man, I do wish I had them. Even though this is the Eastman and Laird's Turtles, it is still showing Nickelodeon for having the license for this, even though Playmates I don't know how the license goes. But I'm just really, really happy to have this guy on hand. So, enough about the box. Yeah, let's talk about the toy. Wow. Just, wow. This is this is a fantastic figure. Again, I can count on one hand the amount of Mezcos I have actually, shelled out cash money for that I own. And I've got about 21 Mezcos I've actually paid for. And what I mean by paid for, I've traded for them. I have, yes, I may have won some in contests and for various Facebook groups and such. So I mean, I've definitely hunted Mezcos. I've traded for them. But a flat out, hi Mezco, here is money. Give me figures. It has been The Crow. It has been John Constantine and Blade. That's pretty much the major ones. Everything else I have, like I said, traded for, things like that. I also want to Firefly, and I also now have, I did put money in for Nightwing. Yes, I did order that. So it will be a total of 6, which is probably going to be, less than, so maybe a quarter of my collection. So I don't spend a lot, if that makes sense, even though I have a lot of them. What I'm saying is I don't like to spend money. And I am very glad I did. This guy was literally up for pre-order for less than 5 minutes, and I had an alarm set for him, and I am very, very, very glad I did. Now, when you look at Casey Vanilla, he is very, very plain Jane, but that's just who he is. We got our sweatpants on here, just got their drawstring on there. We've got a tattered shirt on here. I love the jean vest, and a great job of flaying the sleeves on there. His skin, he's got, I don't know which buck this is. The articulation's decent. There is no butterfly joint. I'll go ahead and say that right now. Of course, it's a Mezco, so it's kind of like a doll. We can take off the clothes if we want, but the articulation is there. But Casey is not a ninja. He is a normal guy, an athletic guy, but he's just a normal guy. So you get all the basic normal guy articulation. What I like about these materials, though, I am not scared of these pants stretching or feeling like they're going to go crazy. There's a reason I've never bought a Mezco Spider-Man. I've always been worried about how that uniform is. Now, I've had people assure me they're fine, but I'm paranoid when I spend that kind of money. This, I really don't have any worries about. The detail, though, they put on it is just gosh darn it, beautiful. I mean, look at these. The shoes here are all nice and scuffed up. Maybe I wouldn't mind the pants being a little more weathered, but that's just me. Again, I like the stained shirt here. The facial expression, very nice. It's reminiscent from the comic. Maybe a little bit of Elias Coates. Is that how you say his name? You know, from the first movie, like with that square jaw. And of course pulling from the various cartoons, except for the 80s cartoon, which again, I was never a fan of. Love the fingerless gloves, and yeah, he's good. And yeah, the snaps on the buttons. Oh yeah, they're just riveted in there. I love it. I love it. I love it. So he looks good. But, of course, what makes Casey isn't the man, unfortunately. It is all the gear. And, dear Lord, he has almost all the gear I could ask for. And yes, I said almost. Despite all this stuff I want to talk about, I am still want for one thing. First, gotta go with the hockey bag, the golf bag. The repairs, the weathering on this, this is perfect. I could not have asked for anything better. I love the stitches. I love it. I mean, this must have been such a pain in the ass to make, but it is absolutely perfect to hold all his stuff. And it looks like something that's been carried with him through the years, thrown through the streets and all that fun stuff. This, absolute A+. We're not gonna, you know me, I don't try to put all the hands on them, but I'll be putting some on in a minute. But you've got a pointing hand, you've got kind of like a claw hand, we've got our holding stuff hands, gesturing hands, chopping hands, hands with more hockey gear on. Unlike you punks, I'm not wearing hockey gear. Actually, he is. And this is awesome. We know to put this on, there are instructions that come with it that talk about, see, you actually get some instructions here. But they talk about putting on, how to put the stuff on, which I really like. So that's very nice of them. I'm tired of going into figures blind. But this, yeah, perfect set of hands. We also have our regular hockey stick, and again, look at the weathering, the wash on here. You know, the tape, the grip tape on it. Love it. We have our goalie stick. Again, grip tape and everything on there for friction. I should really just be putting the stuff in here. You know that? I really should, as we go through it. Because it holds in there just nice. Then we get a whole other thing of more weapons. Broken baseball bats. I do not know if this is a Jose Canseco. I'll be honest. It does not say it on here. If they had put on there, that would have been gold. But again, the nicks, the scratches and all, I love it. I love it. Again, everything's just gonna, I'm definitely doing some kind of photography with this, so we can do the whole goongala with this. Love it. Of course, we get an actual driver, golf club. Metal baseball bat. Again, dents and such into there. So I guess you can use the wooden bat, or you can put it with the broken bat to kind of symbolize the fight's gotten better or worse. And if you know what a crumpet is, you know what this is. Yes, I had to make the reference. A very nice cricket bat that is, again, beautifully weathered. And then finally we get, I probably should have opened these up beforehand, but we do get 2 masked heads, which I get why they did this, but this one looks absolutely awesome, and I love the whited out eyes. The mask looks nice. It's got some nicks to it. I still probably would have wanted this to be weathered a little bit more, but that's just me. But I'm not going to customize this because, dang it, I spent too much money. But they do also give us a much more, how can I put it, battered head. So this one does have the nicks to it. Oh, it looks like he went face to face with the shredder with that, which you know they're going to be making a shredder for this line, and you know I will be ordering it. But this is this is probably the mask I'll be putting him on. I think this is just too clean, even though it's got some weathering to it. I think both of these, I think maybe should have had a wash put onto them, because again, when I got stuff like this that's all beaten up and all. I wouldn't mind this just being a little more dirty. That's just me though. Let's I'm gonna put this one on here. I'm gonna gear him up a little, to kind of showcase all this. I almost forgot to talk about this stand. Mezco, of course, has beautiful stands, every one of them personalized. I'm blatantly gonna say this is the best one I have seen from them to date. And the Moon Knight one is great. Punisher one, absolutely gorgeous. Crow one, also one of the ones I like. I don't care. This is it. This is the winner right here. I'm not the type of guy. I don't plan on getting another one anytime soon, but this is almost tattoo design worthy. That's how good I say this. You know, take out the Casey Jones and just do the mask and all this. I would respect someone with a tattoo of that on there. I already have a comic book character tattooed on my arm and on my shoulder, and we'll talk about that probably in the future once that release finally comes out from Loose Collector. No, it's not La Muerta, but I had to mention this. And this is what we paid admission for. This is Casey geared up, and he looks awesome. I was almost tempted to strip him down and just do the 2 baseball bats on him, you know, barehanded, but I wanted to see all this stuff on him. So I got the goalie glove on him, I got the regular hockey glove on him, filled up the bag, and yes, I am definitely putting this head on for my display. This one's nice, but it is just too clean. Like I said, I'm almost tempted to put a wash on it. I just gotta hold some resistance on that. You know, there's a complete side note. There is a whole sub-faction of the Mezco collectors who will buy a Mezco and literally strip it down. And just sell all the individual parts. I know this because that's how I made my custom Red Hood figure, because I had to source from various people like that. If you haven't seen my custom Red Hood, go to my Instagram, @TrueStarScreamer. But, and I know people are bought this to strip this guy down, but man, it's gonna be it's a tragedy, because, like I said, by himself he's very, very plain, but geared up, this is the Casey Jones that we love. This is the guy who walks the streets at night. This is the guy who goes where eagles dare. If you know it, if you know, you know, and I do know. So this looks absolutely fantastic, and he will look great in my display case, even if I don't have the rest of the turtles so far. But definitely I'm going to say it was worth the price of admission. And yeah, it cost, you had to buy this directly from Mezco. You had to pay shipping from Mezco. So no, this was not, yeah, it was a bit annoying on that. But if you have the opportunity to get your hands on this guy at a fairly reasonable price, and you are a hardcore Casey Jones fan, yes, this is the definitive Casey Jones. If you're not that way, just the NECA ones are very, very good. But if you got a problem like I do, yeah, this guy is absolutely awesome. I'm definitely going to be taking some photos of this guy, so there should be photos at the end of this review. But I'm taking down this backdrop and breaking out the street scene because that's the only thing worthy for him. Sadly, I don't... do I have any turtles that'll work for him? I might see if the Fury Toys Samurai Force guys scale with him. We'll see how that... Yeah, actually, we'll be right back. I don't hate that at all. He's still available on Gundamit.com. This guy should be getting a reissue very soon. So keep an eye on 5K Toys. He may still be on 5K Toys, I don't know. But, yeah. So, spring and autumn. And Casey, I don't hate how this looks at all. This looks... I'm getting that fanboy feeling, if you know what I'm saying. So, I have to redo my Detolf display soon, because this looks really good, and you might not be with the Mezcos after all. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Leave a comment, seriously, right now, at this moment. I want you guys to start putting some comments on what you think of how these guys look together. Because this might help take the edge of not getting those Mezco turtles, if you know what I mean. Goongala Goongala, yeah. Yeah, I had to strip him, had to do the opposite for the final thoughts here. Get him down to the basics. Now, this is how he appeared in that originally appeared in the comics, just busting out like this. And yeah, like I said, this guy's definitely worth the price of admission. I am very, very pleased with my purchase. As you know, that's the most important thing when you're a collector. Like, whether you like the figure or not. You know, whether I like your figure or not, I hope you are happy with your purchases. And I am very happy with my purchase here. Is he perfect? No. Because like I said, he's missing one crucial thing. I can't remember if I said it or not, so I'm going to say it now. He does not have a loose hockey mask. I cannot believe of all the gear he has, these hockey masks are fixed. I want, you know, if I have an unmasked head, I want him to hold a hockey mask. So that is my biggest issue with this figure. It's a Mezco. I know the ankles aren't going to be perfect, but I got the stand to help correct that. No, he doesn't have butterfly joints. Honestly, I'm probably putting him in not a super dynamic pose, but just a cool pose. But the fact that I do not have a loose hockey mask does annoy me, because then I could actually have him still all geared up with the regular mask on and have him holding the mask, and that would actually be a very good pose I would actually do. So sadly, I cannot. So that is my biggest concern, my biggest criticism, Mezco. You left out the loose hockey mask. That being said, like I said, if you can find him, win him in a contest, trade for him. I mean, when he came out, he was listed for like $120 plus shipping and all that. Aftermarket, you're not gonna be spending less than $200 on him, and I would not spend more than $250 on him because it's still just a Mezco, and there are other Casey Jones out there. But I am happy to have him, and let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with my assessment? Give us a like. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. And of course, as always, until next time, take care. Peace.